Alrighty, hello, hello. I'm trying to be a little bit quick about this because we don't have that long today. So it's just gonna be making progress a little bit, a little fast, a little quick. We're on the wrong scene. There we go. Hello, everyone. And yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it in a little bit. Might have an idea for this wall actually. That would be cool. Yeah, I got an idea for that. Okay, maybe we'll see. But for now, let's get straight into it. Eastshade. We just made a painting for that riddle person. Melinda? No, it was not Melinda. What was her name again? Her name was No, it was not Johnson. No, not Bad Attitude Onion. That would be a great name for her though. She did have a bad attitude. Mudvillow. Yep. That was her name. Mudvillow. We're gonna check on in Mudvillow. We're gonna steal money from a poor lady who loves owls, Hootie Hoot, she loves to say. And we're gonna get into the city. Those are my goals. We got an hour. Yeah, around an hour. Let's go. Alrighty, we run a clock here. Toggle run by pressing caps lock. Ah, I don't like that. By pressing caps lock, like. No. I'm gonna... Never mind, it's loud enough. Where are we? Why can I not... It's being stupid again, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so... Second chances, I told Kai and Karen I would help with their glowstone troubles by borrowing 600 glowstones from Anika. For Anika. For a while. Oh yeah, so Mudvillow's riddle. We gotta get a fishing rod in the city. We still gotta do stuff at night too, quite a lot. But we'll see how we can do that later on, I think. Okay, yeah, so I should go to Finn, Mudvillow, and Anika. Let's go. No, that's not true. Let's see. We got around an hour, Mr. Kun. Welcome in. It's not that long, but I just want to make some progress, and we'll see. Oh, it's that time of day again. Hold on. We could just use the door, but like, this is a lot more fun, I think. Let's see. There we go. Where's number 2? Right there. Gimme. This puzzle was fun. Especially since I didn't expect this to happen. Like, whee! Hi.
Ah, here is something unexpected. I thought my riddle went neglected. The glowing sun confines me to mud, but this, it puts life in my blood. It's
I love her.
Yours, most valuable thing
It's my blood?
A trade for the clever wit you've shown. This blue's the only one of its kind, and its powers need a solid mind.
Okay, we got some tea.
Drink slow, once a day. Your eyes will grow clear. Just a sip,
okay,
and treasures will glow when you're near.
Ooh.
Sip up, see well, but exercise care. This sight drains your spirit, till none can you spare. I devote myself to studying eyes, and I've seen plenty brimming with lies. But perhaps you're different in the end. Best wishes to you, my clever friend.
Okay. So, the tea she gave us reduces our spirit, I think, our inspiration, which we need for drawing stuff. Well, you get to see treasure?
The clever painter back again. Use the tincture well, my friend.
And we only got one, right? You can't talk to her. Okay. Let's see. No. Equipment? Oh, we don't. I see. Drink. Oh, but it's like okay, so we can do it once. It's not like wait, maybe it is. Do we only have one of these? To find the items you seek. Interesting. Okay. Some water. We got booked. Air balloon poster. Right. Yeah. We gotta convince people to go on an air balloon. But like, we called it something with like a popping balloon or something, because it's so adventurous, right? So people don't really want to do that. They're like, nah, I don't want to pop. Understandably, you know. This game looks so good. Okay, we gotta talk to Finn, and he's right here in the garden. He has like problems with pests, but apparently it's like people poisoning his garden. Hi, Mystic. Welcome in. Welcome in. I want to do that. Either it flies and no problem, or it falls and no half. Yeah. Yeah, but like, I can see why people don't want to go into like a popping air balloon. Hi.
Heidi ho! The
Heidi
great
ho.
traveller returns.
Heidi
Were you
ho,
able
neighbor.
to get some repellent?
Is that from The Simpsons? We're playing Eastshade. It's on Game Pass right now, and it's gonna be gone this Monday. So that's something I usually do. When there's a game I want to play, a game I'm interested in, leaves the Game Pass in a couple of weeks, then we like play it through to the end in like a couple of days. We don't have a lot of time for it because it's deadline week in school, so I have to make a lot of development stuff and design stuff. Development stuff is done. Design stuff isn't yet, so panic. Oh, we can lie to him. Well, not lie, but like we don't have to tell him that they're poisoning his garden, or we'll tell him.
Kai and Kaelin? Well, they
Kai
would
and Kaelin.
never. Oh, you're a good person, just looking out for me and my carrots.
He doesn't
and
believe
I do
me.
have days where I wonder myself if I'm dreaming up the mice in my head. Never actually seen the little buggers. But them two? Positively impossible.
This
Your
guy.
heart's in a good place. You'll see, these mice will be out of there in no time.
Alright, buddy. I don't have the repellent.
Oh well, can't win 'em all, I guess. Who knows, maybe my big ugly mug will scare the little creatures away. On guard!
Yeah, that's gonna help.
Special veggie stew coming
Groovy.
right up.
Gotta go. Alright.
See you soon.
Thanks for coming by a little bit, Mystic. No, gone to school today because there was a big storm. Ooh, I hope everything is fine. Where you are then. We gotta go to... Where's there a big tree here? Hold on. This is Kaelin's home? Ranya's home. And we gotta go to Anika. Okay. Anika. No, that's the big bear. We could go there. Well, let's first go to Anika, I think. Let's check back in this house. I don't think anyone is here. But who knows? Yeah, no. Okay. I think Mudvillo is done for now, which is kind of sad. But oh well. There will be more amazing people, I'm sure of it. Let's see. There's the big tree again. Hold on, actually. No, I wanna like look at it better. I love this painting. It's so good. Oh yeah, this is the painting we did for Mudvillo. The big eye of the eclipse. And this is the father who lost his kid. As you can see, he's stuck in life. Let's see. People are amazing, are more amazing than Mudvilo. I didn't say that, but there's gonna be amazing people. More amazing people. But not more amazing than Mudvilo. Is the game a little bit laggy for you guys? I don't know. I could try to use graphic settings.txt. Full VSync it. Oh yeah. Okay, we gotta talk to Annika. Thank you. Hi Annika, hooty hoo.
Broke a pot this morning, and you
Oh
know
no.
what? I don't even mind. Today's just my day.
Yeah, it is. Could you cheer up?
Of course. It wouldn't be a bird identification issue by any chance.
No, it definitely isn't.
Darn, I love a good bird ID. Well, tell me what you need in glowstones for.
I'm helping
You
a
need
friend.
me to give you glowstones so you can help a friend. And tell me, what's the name of this friend?
They asked me not to tell.
Right, of course. And where on the island might I find this person?
Near Blushing
I
Forest.
see. Unfortunately, I cannot help your friend.
She knows who they are, doesn't she?
Financial troubles north of here? No doubt you've been spending time with Kai
Yeah,
and Kaylin.
okay. I could be talking about anyone.
True, but you're not. Kaylin's a sweetheart, but that Kai, a weasel if I ever heard of one.
I like how she does go with, like, yeah, that's true. But no, you're not. No.
But you're new to Eastshade. Lots of people didn't like back when Kai was overcharging for potions.
Okay.
Not that it bothered me so much, but he sure upset a lot of other people.
But I see
He
a weasel
steals
then.
from owls, of course.
From
the most
owls, you say?
magnificent of all creatures.
Wow.
You see, owls love rubbing their beaks against the soft part of the black thistle. It
Okay.
comforts them.
Okay.
And Kai simply waltzed into the great shade and snatched black
He
thistle.
did.
An endangered plant, I'll have you know, and stuck it into some potion to sell. Kai is no friend to owls. Who would do something so terrible?
I don't know.
It
Maybe
was
it was
no
misunderstanding.
misunderstanding.
God
If
dang it.
anyone ought to know better, it'd be Kai. He deals with plants all day, after all.
It would be Kai, you're
And
right.
whatever you do, don't pick the black thistle.
I haven't found any.
Bye
I
now. Ooh, ooh, thanks for the painting. Ooh, ooh, bye now.
Maybe it didn't work. Anika refused to loan Kai and Kaylin any glowstones. People have boycotted the shop because Kai used an endangered plant. Should ask him about this. It's gonna keep us going back and forth. Forward? Monkey. Yeah, it seems a lot smoother now. Okay. I think with these games, the FPS can just go a little bit too high. And OBS doesn't really like that. It has then more frames to capture, right, I guess. I don't know. But now it's consistent, I guess. And that's pretty good. Let's see. I'm almost done reading a comic again. I'm reading... Snuckle? No, it's not Hooky this time. I mean... Hold on. You can kinda see that? Sorry game, but hold on. Hold on. Video capture. Pop. I'm just gonna add a new one. Because I don't want to break anything. Just don't want to break anything. Hey, hi there. Hi there. 5? No, 10. -10. -20. The book. I got like the book. The book. Yeah, that works. There we go. You can't really see it well. Hi. Hiya. I'll get it. This is the book. It's called Hook. Called book. Not here. It looks really. It's got like a shine on it too, and that's quite cool. But like, it's not even like the entire story yet, which I expected it to be. It's like ending on like a cliffhanger again. But like, I've read it, the entire story, so I don't really mind. I just want like the entire story. Just want the entire story. Yeah, the art looks so good in the book. Yeah. So I'm very happy that I got it. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I just forgot the name. God dang it. Hold on. Now I want to know. Like, I've been reading 2 comics. They're both almost done. Right. Days of Hannah I'm reading right now. I need 1 more issue. And it like unlocks every day. But the ending already, it's so good. I'm loving the story already. I think it's gonna be one of my favorites so far. Hooky too, by the way. But yeah, I was expecting the story to have a very different ending, I'd say. But like, the ending is heading towards, I think it's a lot better. It's very risky, I'd say. Let's see.
You spoke to Annika already?
I did.
What did she say?
Why are you so loud? Let's see. You used an endangered plant.
How did you know? You told her it was me asking?
The game's loud. So yeah. If you want to read a comic, I'd definitely recommend Days of Hannah. Very good so far. You do have to like stay on it for 100 days or so, because it got like 100 issues. But like, I think that's fine. Because usually it's once every week that you get an issue, right? But now you can just do it every day. So I guess that's better. She figured it out.
But what do you mean, endangered plant? Oh, is that why people stopped coming around? But why would anyone believe I used something that's protected? I mean, I like plants as much as the next shade folk, but I'd never touch a protected plant, I swear.
But you just said, how did you know? So he did. What do you mean? Annika mentioned the potion Hydra Thistle.
What? My Hydra Thistle? Huh. Well, now that I think about it, I guess I could see why people got that idea, but oh, criminy! Why didn't anyone just ask me about it? This is why we've been broke all these years?
I see. So we can... Okay, gotcha. So they've been broke because they thought he did something.
No,
well, he
of course
didn't.
not.
So he
It's far
started
too
stealing
risky
from
to use
people.
those
It's
protected
a lot better.
invasive foliage. That's a game I don't mess around with. Look, you haven't seen the best of us, but we've got a lot to offer if we just had a chance.
Just Mr. Bear.
Can you help us?
Sure.
Here's my Hydra Thistle. Find someone to test it, like a scientist. Help me prove I didn't use any protected plants. Nava will certainly have someone who can figure that out. Check the offices on the 3rd floor of the Common Quarter.
The Common Quarter? What Common Quarter?
Please.
Oh, you want me to go into the city?
We can't survive much longer without any customers.
Well, I can't go into the city yet.
Whatever you do, get that Hydra Thistle over to the university
Well,
for testing. We need business again.
Okay. Hi, miss.
I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling like myself at the moment. I mean, what kind of people are we? What have we become?
Your bears. Pretty awful people. No, I spoke with
What a
Anika.
lovely woman. Don't listen to what my husband says about her. I haven't made it to Southland in some time. How is Annika doing?
She's doing great. She just got like this amazing portrait from an amazing artist. So, yeah.
Glad to hear it. And does she seem in need of any tinctures or potions?
No.
Sorry, this is not the time. Was she able to offer us anything?
Yeah, I have a full screen milk. I mean, I got a milk as my background with a ghost. With a ghosty boy. I don't know what she has.
One
yeah.
of Kai's potions? Oh, he better not have. No, he wouldn't. For good grief, those days are long behind him.
Wait, so he did do them? What? I'm so confused. Maybe not anymore, I guess. Oh, wait, was there a rope? Or... No. No, there isn't. I was like, that's how we get over there, but no. Like, there's everywhere the... Do not get the black thistle, but I haven't seen one, so I can't get it. I don't know. By the way, Koen, have you watched Violet Evergarden? I think you have, right? Maybe a couple episodes with me, too? I think. I know I did like an anime night at some point. And I know Violet Evergarden was involved in that. Together with, I think, the Death Parade anime. Which I still want to finish at some point. I'm lost, by the way. I'm lost. What is this? What did we stumble upon? Hi. Two people that don't want to talk to me. Where are we? There's a... Oh! We are... Here, I think. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. What is this then? Is this just a tower? There's a rope that we can take. East Tower, okay. Do we get inspiration points? We do. Nice. Cool. Always go exploring in this game. Can we jump down here? No. That's a shame. Yeah, a couple, and then you just stopped, and now I haven't seen it. Okay. Apparently, there are 2 movies of Violet Evergarden, which I never knew about. Like, I was reading a Reddit thread about what animes to watch, and someone said Violet Evergarden. By the way, there are 2 movies, and I was like, there are? Really? So I really gotta watch those. I also started rewatching the anime, just to like, see what it was about again. Or at least if I forgot anything. Because it's still such a good anime. See, hello, who are you?
Need a lift?
No.
All right then.
Hi.
Do you have your references in order?
I do.
Yes, it appears everything is
I even got one
Go
extra.
right ahead, then. And welcome to Nava.
Thank you. I like her. Yeah, I started watching the first movie a little bit, like the first 5 minutes, and it's so good. It's like referencing one of the best episodes, and that's just great. Like that made me want to watch everything. Ooh. The big city. That building looks very cool. Okay. Sorry. Hello. Hi. No one wants to talk to me. What are you? A weasel? I don't know what he is. Hello? Monkey. Small monkey. Let's see. This is a shop? Maybe. Hi.
Welcome to the inn below
The
the
inn.
tarnished teapot.
Nope. Is that what this place is
Correct.
called? What a stupid question. It doesn't have a name.
That is the name. We once had another name, but everyone just called us that inn below the tarnished teapot.
That is so sad.
I don't really blame 'em. This place is a bit of a dump.
That is so
The
sad.
manager has really let it go.
Who's the manager?
Me.
You are a good
Thanks.
salesman.
I try.
Why don't you fix it up?
Sounds hard.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Correct. That is the name. Me.
Why are you so down?
I make do. The more occupancy, the more bedding I have to wash.
You're just lazy.
The property value's gone up so much, I'm sitting on a fortune anyway.
Why didn't you
That
sell it?
would require some doing. Not really much of a doer.
Yeah, I noticed that, yeah. Okay. Big topic. No, I just don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about Tafa.
You
I'll take it
sure? We have rats.
I'm sure.
If you really want, first door on your
How
left.
much is a how much is a room? Okay. Close then.
Oh.
This guy, he's so. He's like, I have to stand there. I don't wanna. I wanna sit down. You like him? Yeah, he's alright. He's alright. But he's just not much of a doer. Inspiration 13. Nice. Explorer's Guide to the Tifmore Bluffs. The remote Tifmore Bluffs are a well-enjoyed destination for Eastshadians. The bluffs were once filled with bustle following the industrious wind power boom. Today that excitement has settled and travelers are now greeted by the gentle turning of windmills. Fields of endless herbs lure wildcrafters to the area, and those knowing where to look may even view the remains of ancient ruins in the landscape. Anyone exploring the region should be sure to pack a coat or supply of meat to protect against the freezing winds swept upon the bluffs at night. Okay. A coat. So maybe... Ooh, maybe with a coat we can stay the night. Outdoors. Because we get cold, right? Okay. Or supply of meat. So I'm guessing with meat we can also stay the night. For extra enjoyment, be sure to bring a tea kettle to take advantage of the many herbs growing on this wonderful land. So a tea kettle. Okay. It is almost evening. We'll see. What's up here? Okay. The heart fruit. 7 o'clock tonight. At the tarnished teapot. It is almost 7 PM. Hello everyone. Does anyone want to talk to me? I'm a painter, you know.
Gather round. come here tale of trickery and wit.
Oh, hi.
There was once a witch who lived in a tiny hut at the edge of a swamp. She was skilled in the healing arts and could cure nearly any ailment.
You got a story.
Though she had many visitors, her truest companions were a cluster of spiders living under her table. One day,
Really?
a man ambled up the path and knocked upon her door. You must be the wise witch Flara, curer of all
No, I'm not Flara.
ills. He looked around the
Whoa,
hut
whoa,
with a sneer. People cross the world for your cures, and yet you live in this terrible shack. Surely folks pay dearly
Those
for
hands.
the chance to
Look at those
continue
hands.
breathing.
Sorry.
But
Carry on.
Flara was not one for glowstones, and she quite liked her home. She only stiffened and asked what his ailment was. So, he told her of the terrible pains and aches he suffered. Horrible scratching in his toenails, in each strand of hair, and in his tear ducts. It was a torture like none other. But he'd heard of the cure, only to be found in the swamp near her home. The only way to ease his pain? The heart root.
The heart roots.
Well, in all her years of saving lives,
Do we have heart
Flara
roots?
had never heard of such a route. But the bog wasn't so treacherous, and she had gone in many times for lesser cures. So, she agreed to find the heart root, and the man agreed to wait in her hut. Flara trudged
I think we
through
have
the
to help him,
swamp,
maybe.
thick with slime and the stinking air heavy with rot. When she came to a clearing of black clay, she thrust her hands into the wet muck, but alas, nothing. She
The heart
dug
root.
for hours, her back aching and fingernails packed with mud. Finally, just as twilight fell to darkness, she found it. A spiraled green tuber,
I'm sitting, thank you.
pulsing and glowing like a star. She lifted the root, heavy with swamp water, and slid it into her bag.
So she got a root.
Not a moment later, something rustled in the shadows. A tiny silhouette showed itself beside her.
You have stolen from me. That root is not yours to take.
It hissed.
It's Mudvillo.
The witch could just make out the sight of a moss elf, staring
moss
up
elf?
at her in fury. She told him of the ailing man and the power of the strange root, but the moss elf only grew more angry and stamped his feet in the swampy muck.
It's a root of poison and destruction.
He screeched.
It cannot heal anything. I curse you.
What do you think about
I
this
curse you to
story?
remain in this bog forever.
Okay.
And
Okay,
he
I like
snatched the root from her bag before darting back into the night. Flara's path melted away, replaced by a ring of identical tree trunks, branches crisscrossing, weaving a cage around her. Roots churned under her feet, and a
Oogie,
bone-chilling mist
sorry.
draped itself over the bog. Flara sat down on a tree trunk and got to thinking, wondering about the man who had sent her in hunt of the root. Had he known the truth? Had he wanted to use it for evil? No way to tell, so she set to trying to remember if anyone had ever broken a moss elf curse. Just then, she felt a tickling down her arm and her leg. She fought the urge to swipe, and if it wasn't her own spiders, they brought terrible news. The supposedly ailing man had taken over Flara's hut, demanding riches and luxuries from the ill in exchange for false medicines. He'd thrown out the furniture and dumped the spiders into the rain, threatening to stomp them if they snuck back in.
Is that guy? Maybe?
Now, it is often forgotten that spiders know an awful lot about a lot of things. With so many eyes and a knack for spinning tales, it's a natural skill. They knew exactly how to break a moss elf curse and set to spinning huge lacy webs, making a cocoon of the forest.
Okay.
They hummed softly, and when Flara cut through the silk, she was at the edge of the bog, her hut just up ahead. Laborers surrounded her home, painting and scraping, her precious herbs crushed beneath their feet. She peered through the window, and there was the man sitting upon a throne, and beside him a large pile of jewels and glow sticks.
Why is there a throne in the hut?
Clara burst through the door, and he jumped halfway to the sun. You've taken too much! There are hundreds of jewels before me, and not a one do you deserve! You haven't enough hands to even carry these riches, you snake! Now the spiders thought this was quite a funny idea, so they hummed again, and the man sprouted hundreds of hands, and his body grew long and snake-like. He shrunk smaller and smaller before slinking under the door and out into the ball.
Magic spiders.
And so, you've now heard the tale of how centipedes came to be.
But you got inspiration from that. Cool. Thank you, miss. Nope, she's just gonna walk there. Okay. Why does no one want to talk to me? You want to talk to me? No? What is this? Anyone, please. Monkey. Oh, I don't want to sit. I'm gonna go up. Ooh. Any key to leave. What is this? Why? Maybe we want to get some out of here? Oh boy. Balls. I don't know. Don't think we can get him out of here. Maybe though. Like it's getting close. But I don't think so. No. Interesting. Fine. Oh, yep, thank you. Nothing here. No one to talk to. There were a lot of balls. Let's see. Can we still go outside? Then. No, we're already like freezing. Let's rest until 6, I think. 5:50 is fine. Access your quest journal. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Half an hour left. So I guess we can do one more day, I think. There's a lot of wood here. And we get fabric. Okay, fair enough. Hello. Saying hello to everyone, but like, they don't care. I'm just nothing to them. Bear!
Oh, Leilani.
Who's Leila? Lelena. Snap out of it. No, who's Lelena?
Well, she works in the spice shop down in the lower market. She's not the best cook, though.
Lower market.
But she's wonderful. I mean, you know, she's a great person. So kind, funny, thoughtful. We've been spending a lot of time together lately.
What?
Things are really so great between us. I think I want to ask her if she'll be my girlfriend.
Okay. And you need help.
I want to be somewhere special when I ask her, though.
I see.
Somewhere magical and perfect.
Like
sitting on a golden cloud at sunset while butterflies circle around us.
You could go to the K&K Apothecary.
Kind of thing.
A golden cloud and butterflies around them. Tell me more.
She loves bread. So yesterday I baked her a loaf in the shape of a rose.
Bread?
We ate it together on a bench in the garden. It was so perfect.
I'll do it there.
Oh my god. What if I already missed the perfect moment?
Oh no. Yeah, I think you did.
I'm just so nervous to ask the question.
They can go to the balloon.
Would you do me a favor? Can you find out Leilani's favorite place?
Oh my, okay.
I know it's kind of silly to dance around like this. I just want it to be special.
Lelena's favorite place. I can do that.
You're the best.
Oh, that was a good option actually.
The spice shop down in the lower market area.
No.
Let me know what you find out. Please hurry. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too, but can I redo that? That was
you
an
found
option.
Anything out?
I'll let you know. God dang it. That was an option to say no. Love is disgusting. Should have clicked that. Walking on water. For Jesus. Animal Jesus. Hi.
Oh dear. Oh no. I've
Oh
done
no.
something terrible. I'm not sure if we've
That
met
sounded
before,
like hens.
but I need help.
What happened,
Oh
mate?
dear. This morning I sold some zucchini.
You made a joke.
I thought they were zucchinis, but now I still have the zucchinis here in my
Stuffed
basket.
zucchinis in your basket.
I sold toxic tubers. Oh God. I've no idea who I sold them to.
What are the
Numb
symptoms,
legs,
Keith?
upset stomach, and then hours of vomiting.
Nice. Well done, sir. I mean, free money. Is of something that causes people to puke. And we got a funny puke guy in town now. What are we going to do?
Oh God. What can we do?
By we,
This is
it's
a
his
nightmare.
problem.
Once was bad enough, but twice.
That's twice.
And
How?
now people are gonna start being sick. There's so little time. I need to recover those tubers. Can you help me? I've got no one else to turn to.
Can't associate myself with you. No, yeah,
Thank
sure.
you, thank you. Please, just ask people if they bought any zucchinis today. Tell them what happened and get the tubers back. I sold 4 zucchinis altogether.
4.
And I put them in blue bags. Maybe that could help you find them. Oh God, I hope no one has eaten any.
4, my dude. Oh my God, okay. That's a big best. We should have really said no, I don't want to associate myself with you. Another kitty cat. Oh, it's a dead kitty cat. It's so sad. Cheese! That's amazing. This game has a lot of cheese. Is it? Oh, hi! Where did you come from? Were you standing here earlier? Monka. That goes down. Hi. What are we getting done today? It's not that it's sleeping. No, I think it's dead. It's very sad. But this game really seems like my dream. A lot of cheese and a log of cats. And Mudvillo, yeah, I know, right? Hi. Hi? We're alone, but she still doesn't want to talk. You okay, chicken? Chicken, you okay? It's okay. How much do we have? Hold on. 5 and 6. Okay. It's not a lot. Not a lot. We need more wood, I think. And definitely more cloth too. I wish there was like a shop. Hello. You're a sad monkey.
Oh, what is it?
Hey, Horf. You okay?
I feel like I just ate a huge bite of death.
I think I know what he ate. Did he eat a zucchini?
All I had today was a zucchini. I mean, it looked weird, but it tasted really good.
Big topic.
Oh, great. Yeah, I bought one. Ate it already. Oh, how long is this gonna last?
A couple days.
I'm gonna kill Tam.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, great. Yeah, I bought one. I'm gonna kill Tam.
He doesn't trust me anymore. I was
this
saying,
is
no, it's
horrible.
gonna be over soon. But no, he did not trust that. Ooh. Is that me clothes?
Well. Your clothes are looking a little scrappy. Bet you're just
A
about
jacket?
to freeze to death come nightfall.
Ooh.
If you're
Okay.
ever looking to upgrade your...
Yeah. 80. Well, okay.
Well,
I don't think
I
she bought
didn't
one.
try to buy any zucchinis. I grow my own at home.
Okay, nice.
Poor Tam. He tries, but things just don't seem to work out for him.
Well, like, this happened before that he just sold a lot of toxic tubers. Like, why does he even have those in his shop? Hi.
Good day.
Good day, blacksmith. There's goods. A zip trolley. Oh my god, no. Another... Oh my god, okay. And a tea kettle. Make tea wherever you go with herbs. And a suitable heat source. We can buy that. I kinda wanna buy that one. But... No, I wanna get a jacket first, I think. We need a lot of money. What do
Just
you sell?
because I'm an owl folk doesn't mean I can't control myself around copious amounts of
true.
fresh fish.
Yeah, I'm sure you can control yourself fine with that.
Okay, sometimes I eat some of the stock.
Okay.
But it's my shop after all.
It is your shop. Yeah, that's true. That's true, miss. A fishing... Oh my god, we need a fishing pole. There's so much. That is for quests too. But we have 2 quests at nightfall, so I want to get a jacket first. I'm sorry. Hi, kitty cat. Oh, Fira, tonight at the Tarnished Teapot, 7 o'clock. Delightful melodies performed by Nava's own bard. Wait, what? At 7 o'clock again. Is this different every time? Okay. Monkey? Monkey. 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 No, monkey. Monkey? Monkey, stop. Stop, monkey. Oh, no. Monkey. I didn't mean that. Stop. Go on the wall. Go on the wall. Monkey. Oh. Oh my, no. Infected. Elixir of Life. Absolutely guaranteed life extension. 3 steps a day for fast, noticeable result. Collect from natural hot spring. Okay. Hi.
Interested in a book?
Maybe. 10 and 10. That's doable. A helpful fishing guide. Nice. And a quick brewing reference for some Eastshade most common teas. Okay. There's a lot of stuff to buy. We need a map of Nava, I think. That would help so much. What is this? I feel like there should be a person here. Eradicate the enemy. Save our god. Screw you too, buddy. Eradicate our enemy. Save our goddess. The cultist group known as the Roots promotes questionable activity and waste of holy leaves. Their actions contribute to an unsafe city and risk invoking the wrath for beloved goddess. Do your part. Report cultist. Symbol of evil. Report suspicious root activity at the Chess Temple, located on the Tifmer Bluffs. Receive goddess teams. Okay, gotcha. A new quest.
Get your news here. Get your news here.
Thank you. Here? Books. Ah. Tea season blooms on the island. Esther Clearwell. Air thick with a scent of budding herbs and brewing teas can only mean one thing. The season for wild crafting has finally arrived. Herbal flowers and tea leaves are coming into bloom, and Eastshadians, young and old, are eager to fill their baskets with the finest cuttings. Thanks to these shared fields, all of these delicious plants are free for the plucking. Free. While locals are well aware of and very secretive about the best collection areas, tourists are encouraged to explore the land and collect what they find. Be forewarned, the herb black thistle remains an endangered species and should not be collected under any circumstances.
Stay informed. Get the latest issue of the Shadian Post.
Happy harvesting. I'm reading, sir.
Free copies. Accepting donations.
No, I'm not donating to you.
Hi there. I mainly work in furniture, but by the looks of your pack, I doubt you're interested in buying a table or chair.
I mean...
Not to worry, though. I've got just the thing. How'd you like to buy a handcrafted wooden bike?
How much is it?
80 glowstones.
Jesus. This game is like so expensive. I don't have enough.
Well, if you ever do, I've got plenty in stock. They take me a good while to make, but I'm getting faster at it. Got to keep up with the demand.
Okay.
Hi. 80. Is it though? Just look at this bike. It's a feat of engineering. Riding it feels.
This is not gonna get a lower. Okay. I love those bikes. Oh my god. Hi. I like that. Nice. Hello.
What can I brew you up?
Tea seller. Hey. The mountain roof tea and meadow spice meat. I think we got this one. So a meat can get us staying up a little bit extra. What are you doing? Okay. Okay. Sometimes called Walker's tea. The mountain roof elevates the heart and spirit. And hikers swear it makes the miles fly by. So that makes you faster. We need a lot of money, so I'm not gonna get that. This game is so big though. What are you?
Welcome to Yevony's Art Gallery and Supply. And before you ask, no, I'm not Yevony. And if you came to request a commission, unfortunately we can't help with that either.
I'm an artist.
Yevony is totally backed up at the moment, but we do have painting supplies in stock.
Ooh. If you want to know if you take commissions, no. You take commissions.
Yes, but we're full, as I said. Normally folks just need to write down what they want and Yevony will paint it for them. The best painter in Nava, that Yevony. She's been painting her whole life and doing commissions for at least 40 years.
That's a long time.
These days, she's spending more and more of her time on personal work. Good for her, I say. But still, we can't keep up with commissions like we used to, and demand is only growing.
Can we get a job?
Oh, are you a painter? We've been looking for someone to help with the workload, but so far no one's been up to Yevony's standards. Do you have a portfolio I can look at?
Yes, I do.
Your work is so detailed.
I got a man in a
pot.
pot.
She lives
and
in the common tower. That's the big round building in the middle.
Okay.
You might just be the painter we need. She'll absolutely want to see at least 3 paintings, though.
Okay.
Anything I can help with? Need some supplies?
Yeah. No. Thank you.
Have you given any thought to sharing a portfolio with us?
Well, working on it.
Come on back when you have a portfolio to show. Anything I can help with? Need some supply?
So we need a dirt picture. This one is really cool too, though. I really like this one. But there you go. We got some more wood. Nice. Nice too. Okay, and more wood even. Then we're fine on like supplies for now. Are you also like
Hello.
herb seller?
Do you want to buy any spices? Like pepper or whatever this is?
You don't sound happy. But I'm friends with Evelina.
Oh yeah? She's pretty great, isn't she? We met at the bread stand where she works. I really like bread, so I'm over there a lot.
I like bread too. I'm new to Eastshade.
That's pretty cool, I guess. You like to travel?
I do.
I have to travel to Lindo every week to get supplies. It's fine over there, but I wish I didn't have to go all the time. It's kind of like a creepy ghost town out there.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, me and Evelina have been hanging out a lot. She's really great. Like the other day, she made me a special loaf of bread in the shape of a flower. She's just so cool.
What would you do
today? Something with Evelina. Maybe go on a picnic? I haven't done that in a long time.
Okay.
There's this cool hot spring on the Salt Spring coast.
Cool.
I used to go there when I was a kid. It's all the way at the end of the beach, and no one really knows about it. It's a perfect place for picnics.
I do now. We're gonna go there. We're gonna catch our date.
Yeah, you'd probably like it. Well, I should probably get back to pretending to know about spices.
Yeah, we got a lot of these now.
I think they're kind of like the roots. They love dream teas too, but they believe only their gods should be able to drink them.
Oh, so okay.
They're a group of people who like drinking this special tea because it makes you have better dreams. They hang out in the cistern under the city, but sometimes they have meetings on the Salt Spring Coast beach.
Okay.
My brother loves drinking the tea, but it's so boring. I mean, it just makes you dream. You're asleep the whole time. Yeah, I bought one. I knew it was a toxic tuber. It was pretty obvious. I already used it in a ritual, so you can't buy it back.
Okay, sure. So that's 2 done. 1 ate it and he's gonna kill him. And she used it. Hi.
Welcome, friend. Would
Malak.
you like a
That's me.
long and healthy life?
It's Malak. I am Malak too.
My elixir will fortify you with the strength and vigor. Imagine a longer life for you.
Trend van figure.
Sourced from hot
Sorry.
springs around
I had an
the island.
Omori moment.
This water is guaranteed to give you an extra 20 years.
20 years. I gotta tell this story, echt niet, yo.
Some of my longtime customers are practically living history books.
They're books? I don't want to turn into a book.
For years, and not a day have they aged.
This sounds like it's a
Water
scam.
is sourced from the life-giving springs of Eastshade.
Only 10, but I'm not gonna do that. No.
Ah, you returned. You will certainly...
No. No. I guess that's it. Hi, cat. Are you selling stuff here? That's a good cat. Okay. I am Malik. Hey, kid. Wait. Are you Bird? No. You went there. No. Don't like that sign. Hello. Okay. Hello. Hi. You're alone. Do you want to talk? Oh. Sorry, miss. For stealing that, thank you. No one likes talking here. I liked the Lindel, I think it was called. I like that city better. Lindel it was called. Because people actually talk to you. And here most of them are just like, nah, go away. I don't like that. Hi, cat. I'll steal the candle. Oh. A history of Navian tea. Inspiration 14. The floral scent of tea fields is one which all Navians think of fondly and look forward to in the rainy season. So much of the agriculture in Neva has turned to bee farming. The Navian steppes hosts the island's largest tea fields for some plants over 55 years old. Each farmer has their own methods of drying and blending teas, but the most basic recipe for a classic Eastshade brew is a secret mix of 3 different varieties of tea leaves. Legend says that a wealthy merchant arrived in a city during a drought. Rather than disappoint the merchant with only a single cup of weak tea, the farmers combined their leaves and created a new tea, unlike any other. Imported teas in recent years have brought new flavors and varieties to the market. Okay. Books. Hello.
Always good to see you.
Library, I guess.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Never.
I love it here. There's really no part of town I'd be worried to let my 2 daughters play unsupervised. I moved here right out of college when my longtime resident aunt wrote to me about a job opening in the library. It was quite a great distance for me to move, considering it was a bit of a paltry opening at the time. But 20 years later, as head librarian, I can't say I have any regrets.
That's great. That's just great. Wow. Hey, kitty cat. Oh, hello, sir. You want a book? I see a lot of books here that you can read. I'm just trying to see if there's anything being get. Like this book. Children. All the children growing up look out to the sea. To sea. And once they seal their ship tight, they set sail merrily. All the children growing up look out to field. And as they plant their many seeds, they count their healthy yield. Now the children, all grown up, look back to home, and though they travel far and near, return from where they roam. Okay, I like the rhyme. Did you like the rhyme, kitty? Yeah, you did. We also gotta find a bakery. Shady and Foxes, a swift downfall. The fields of Eastshade, once inhabited by berry foxes. These minute canines were about 2 paws length, at full size, and consumed only berries, often found below fruit trees and in tree nests. These creatures were highly social. Over-harvesting of fruit trees leads to a quick decline in population, and an infection carried from overseas led to extinction of the fox's favorite trees. The berry fox to city living and alternative fruits, but success was limited. The berry fox was extinct within the year. Faring slightly better are the relatives, the water foxes. Very little is known about these creatures, and their numbers are also in a sharp decline. One of the few things naturalists have observed is that water foxes are very shy. They will not even approach their food or nest if someone is standing nearby. All observations of the creatures are best done in the distance. Water foxes have also been observed consuming eggs and caring for their young. You've already known this a little bit from like that other story in Lindo, but I'd like to get some more info about it. Like if you missed that book, then you'll know they want an egg here so you can help the bear. That's nice. Put info at multiple places. Well done, that's smart. Let's go up. Okay, I think 15 more minutes and then we're done. Not too long of a stream, but that's okay. Ooh. Is there like a plate? Okay, we can't fall. That's a shame. I wanted to see if we could fall. Book. I had a dream last night. I can't remember the details now, but when I woke up, everything was different. I don't know how else to say it, but suddenly the sun felt brighter, and the air is so sweet, like it's been scented by roses. I looked out my window for what might have been the first time. I never realized how beautiful the city looks from here, but I had so many different ideas, so many things I want to write about. I wrote 11 pages this morning at the tea house, and they were good pages. I've just read back through them, and I'm off to work now, but I can't wait until this evening. AP. AP. I wonder if we're gonna find this AP person. Wait. No, we're in his house. Wait, that's my picture. My painting. Is he here? Where are you, Mr. Monkey? I'm stealing his candles. Oh my god, I see. I love that. That we just get it. Okay. He thinks he's perfect. There are a lot of monkeys. But that's the monkey in Lindo who thinks he's the best.
Sorry, you can't go up there right now. We're doing some renovations.
Okay. When can I go up there? Yeah, there you go.
Hard to say. Maybe in 10 months, give or take.
No, I gotta go now.
If we hit any delays. Well,
any way you let me know.
Any official from the university should be able to give you one.
Okay. Okay.
Have a good one.
Thank you. We'll finish this round. I don't know if I'm a monkey. Like, I don't have any Legos at the moment. I don't have any Legos. Ooh, another painter. Oh! Wait. We don't have 3 paintings yet. Kitty cat. We need a dirt painting. Hold on. Mother's less vicious. A giant tree anywhere from the Tiffmer Bluffs, the highest peak, and a view from atop the common tower in the big city. I am at the common tower, I think, but atop the common tower. Oh, so we gotta go up there. That's kind of weird. Trying to find a good spot for like. Let's see. Candle. Hi.
A new face.
Sarah.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Zara, assistant research scientist here at the university.
Maybe she can give me a test. Wait, could you test Kai's potion? Okay.
You want me to check for trace elements of endangered plants?
Yeah.
I enjoy running tests. Just give me the potion in a few minutes.
In a few minutes, okay. Oh, perfect.
Seems you're in luck. No trace of any endangered or illegal substances in here. Here's the full report. Come back if you have anything else for me to test. A fine day for science. Do you know of Melik?
I am Melik.
Merchant selling the so-called Elixir of Life down in the market?
Yeah.
And? Do you think it can really extend your life?
Probably not.
That seems a reasonable guess. I have a favor to ask of you. Do you think you could perhaps go to Melik's shop in the market and buy me one of said elixirs?
Sure.
I'll buy it from you at twice what it's worth. Fantastic.
Money, profit.
You can find me here just about any time. I'm always working.
Top floor pass.
I know it's a spectacular view. Beyond that, though, is there any reason specifically you need to be up there?
Painting. I want to paint up there.
Well, I'll tell you what. Help me with discovering the truth about Melik's elixir, and I'll get you a pass.
She's the twice what it's worth, but if you buy it and she tests it, it's just water. Worth almost nothing. What it's worth. Ooh, fair. But I think she meant like
a group that
what I
highly
buy it for.
appreciates the consumption of dream teas.
Dream teas.
The teas are made with herbs that
Okay.
stimulate dreams. It's quite interesting how the chemicals work on the brain. They are safe in moderation, the largest risk being that when sleeping with dream teas, one gets very little rest, since the brain is actually more stimulated than during the day. The latest science actually considers it a form of exercise for your brain.
Would it be a good thing or a bad thing then? Like, your brain does need sleep, right? Another monkey. He has like a music instrument. He has a statue of itself? Okay, okay, sure. Okay, hold on. I like the statue. Boom. No. No. Okay, thank God. Hey.
Trade here, trade there. So many folk are scurrying about.
This is the monkey Elixir. You're partial to the hustle and bustle.
Oh, yes. The more bustle, the better. The sounds of a full market brings me back. Just take a look at all those shiny things coming in the markets. Sad day when my legs stopped working quite so well. Haven't made it down to the lower level in some time. Say, I heard from some other folks that you're one of the most helpful people in Eastshade. Do you have time to help an old woman? Excellent, excellent. You and I, young friend. I can tell we're gonna make a fine pair.
So, partners in crime.
Already bid farewell to your scruples, eh? Been a long time since I had a partner of any sort. Oh, I feel 10 years younger. I'm embarrassed to admit, I left a precious box up north in the caverns. You know, the Howling Caverns on the Tiefmoor Bluffs?
The Howling Caverns.
Must have left it there. It was years ago, mind you, that I left it behind. Longer, actually. I was still a young girl. Spent time playing all over Eastshade. That box was one of my favorite possessions, passed down from my mother.
Why didn't you look for it before?
I must have spent hours searching those caverns. Dunno if the sea swept it out or if someone came and took it. Suppose I became a touch more
So it might not even
sentimental
be in the
in my
cavern at the
later
moment.
years. I just want to see it again.
How will I know when I found it?
It has some decoration, you know. Not too much. It's a rather simple wooden box, I think. It's been so long since I've seen it.
He doesn't remember the details.
I don't remember all the details, but there can't be many boxes in that cavern.
Is he off the
Not
balcony?
to worry.
Oh.
I have confidence you'll find it, child. Away with you.
Okay. I'll do what I can. Sure. So many people here. Okay, now that we have 3 paintings. Oh. Did we just... Huh? What did we take? Wood, maybe? I didn't want to do that. Sure. Why are there so many, like... Why? More. Why are you just eating apples and then throwing them on the ground? Sure.
Red? Or... yes, just a touch of orange.
That is a cool painting.
Oh, hello there. I must have left the door unlocked again.
This is what we have to talk to, right?
You?
Heard you're searching for a master artist.
It's true, but I don't hire just anyone. So, let's see what you've got. Well, These look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
So much detail and
I know.
What accurate depictions. You've got some skill here. I spent years honing my skill, sharing my work with the people of Nava. But these days, I'm no longer interested in realism.
Okay.
I love the life flowing through abstract art. Unfortunately, there's not much interest for that style right now. It is. I'd like to show people that there's more to the world than what we see with our eyes. Anyway, your portfolio is exactly the kind of thing my customers love. How about this? I'm going to shut down my commissions. They've been leaving me uninspired this past year anyway.
I'll pass on any new
requests to you. Then I can really focus my time on these spots and blobs.
But does she need money?
Okay, I'll tell Art Dealer the situation. Our customers write down their requests in a ledger back in the gallery. Take a look through and see if there are any requests you'd like to paint.
That's cool. I like that. So we got like a job now. I'm not sure how we get out of here. Oh. I think I found it. Okay, so this is on top of the library. Gotcha. Let's see. Super. We're making good progress in the game though, I think. Like, yes, there's still a lot to do. It's just quite scary because we don't have like a lot of time, right? Well, we have a little bit of time tomorrow, probably. Probably a little bit of time on each day. Hi.
So, sounds like you've managed to impress the great Yevony.
I did, yeah.
Your work is excellent and just the style our clients are looking for. We've got a whole bunch of commissions just waiting around. We keep them all in a ledger at the back. Take a look and see if you're up for any of them. When you finish a commission, just bring it back to me. I'll ensure you get paid and that the client gets the artwork. We're glad to have you join the gallery.
If you can just get them all, right? Wait. Oh, they give us? I see. A simple chicken. My daughter thinks chickens make for techie decor. But you know what? I like chickens. Me too. I don't care what the latest do's and don'ts are. Chickens are adorable. I like a chicken rendered in stunning detail. A watermill. If I could see a watermill every day in my living room, I just don't know how I could be sad. I suppose I could walk to the south side of Nava to see one, but walking is just the worst. Same. A portrait of despair. I need an artwork of a truly sad individual. We made a truly sad individual. We did. We took away his child, and now he's a truly sad individual. Their fairy pose should elicit an air of melancholy, deep enough to move even the most stone-hearted among us. See? We did great taking his child away. Poor guy. A cob house in the country. Those little cob houses are dreamy. I want a painting of a cute one. All alone in the country. Okay. You've accepted some commissions. You can view your extra commissions at any time via a new button. Your painting menu. While pressing C. Cool. And in your painting menu? Okay. Wait, what? Fulfilled? Fulfilled? No, but I don't want to... No. No. No, I don't want to get rid of that one. Should we just get a new one? Like, this is mine. Imagine someone taking your child, and then he barges into your home and starts painting you because you are sad. I mean, it's money, right? Was it you? No. It was you.
Ah, you returned.
I did return.
You'll certainly live a long time if you keep drinking this magical tincture. Would you like
I will
to
love the
purchase
first
some?
one.
The water is sourced from the life-giving springs of Eastshade.
Ah, I see. Cool. There you go.
Ah,
And
you returned. You will certainly live.
maybe we'll tell him afterwards. Like, after we got money for it and stuff. Bear. No. He didn't want to talk to me. You want a chicken painting on my wall. Well, I can export paintings. I've actually already exported this one, just so you know. I mean, I had to, you know. So I'll export a chicken painting for you. And you can get it on a wall. That's my painting too. Right there. My painting. I know. Amazing. Wait, what? Oh, that's blocked. Huh, okay. No. I wonder if we're gonna get more commissions later on. Was it you? No. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was you.
I do
Hi.
love working here in the university, even though my senior professor Esma can be a bit eccentric at
Esma,
times.
okay.
Did you by chance pick me up one of those elixirs from the market?
I did.
Wonderful. Now I can run some tests. Why don't you come back in about an hour, and I'll fill you in on my findings.
20 glowstones, thank you.
Like I said, help me with discovering the truth about Melik's
did?
elixir, and I'll be sure to get a pass for you.
I did? I'm taking these glowstones. Can't. Okay, so next time we'll be able to go up, I guess. Oh, I didn't even see this one. That's a cool painting. Yeah, that looks really cool. Okay. I'm so happy that it already said fulfilled. The painting of the truly sad person. So good. Chicken butt. Together with the moon? Or the sun? I don't know. Boom. It's 4 p.m. Okay. At 7 p.m. we had the... At 7 p.m. we had something.
Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your
Oh.
work.
Turning... Ooh, but... Can I choose? Okay, good. This one.
Ugh, some people. So tacky.
So, we got more... Cool. Okay, so... I see. A lonely tower. Please pay me a forlorn tower. All by its lonesome. Preferably cast against a stark sky. None of these city towers please. Those are hardly lonely or evocative. Okay, okay. So, how much money do we have now? 77. Does that mean we can... How you doing, buddy? Was it with you or with that person? No, that was a fishing rod. And you were...
Good day.
No,
See you
no,
later.
no. Was you.
Well, well, well.
Bruisgoed. Really? That's annoying. That's very annoying. We need 3. We can turn in a quest rather. And we can talk to this guy, I guess.
Oh my god, I can't believe this happened.
It did happen though.
Have you gotten any of the tubers back? I don't mean to rush you, but
don't actually.
This is urgent.
Okay. We did 2, but we still don't have any of them
Figure
left.
anything out? Oh god, did she tell you what she thinks of me?
Yes, he hates you. Thinks
Really?
very highly of you.
I'm dying. Tell me what she said. Where's her favorite place?
No, we're not gonna say Lindo.
Really?
The hot springs.
Wow. I'd heard about it, but I didn't think it was real. That sounds like the perfect magical place.
Oh, she said something else, but I don't know what.
Okay. I'm going to start making plans. Thank you so much.
Good luck. And that was... It was like something Roman. A marketplace romance. I hope things go well. But it's not done yet, okay. No trace of endangering plants. I should go bring the test results to Kai. One of the customers meant to purchase a toxic tuber. Very lucky. I read a wanted poster. A group called the Shias are looking for any information on another group called the Root. Sarah will help me uncover this group about Malik. It's been an hour. Alright, yep. Unlock box. 5 PM, okay. We're just gonna finish this day, I think, and then we're good. Oh, hello.
I saw a wonderful show at the Tarnished Teapot last night.
Same.
The tea house hosts a different musician or storyteller every evening.
Okay.
Oh, they are such inspiring events.
Every evening.
Goodness, I almost fed this to my grandmother. Thanks for finding me. Here, you take it back. I don't need it anymore.
Discuss.
I don't know much about the group, other than that it's some sort of spiritual gathering. But they do love dream tea. It's sacred to them.
Okay.
I think my father-in-law belongs to their
father-in-law.
group. I should ask him about it.
That doesn't help us. I guess we gotta search for an L then.
Oh, have you been there yet? I highly recommend it. Just relax,
At the
sip
Root?
some tea, and have a lovely...
Okay. Ooh. This seems painting worthy. Yeah. See. See. I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Mr. Bear, is this the...
I'm in the middle of something at the moment.
Oh, okay. You're just sitting though.
I'm in the middle of something at the moment.
Fine. Takes already. Oh yeah, you gotta go soon. Got that, and I guess go. Oh, that's your brother. I see. I'll be here tomorrow. this a door? No. $11, okay. We kinda need one more person for the route. So I guess we gotta search for that thingy. Check around real quick. No. Because we'll search there later. We got time to talk to you.
Well, hello there. Such a great day, isn't it?
Yannick. Absolutely.
I just love days like this. Last night, I saw 2 shooting stars, and right then, I knew today was going to be a fine one.
Okay.
You're an artist? Oh, you must be very skilled. I can barely draw a straight line in the mud. If you're feeling especially energetic, we could always use a hand in the fields. We've got a lot of work down on the pea terraces. It can
How
be
did you go
draining,
from painting to
but
working?
I like to read in my free time. A nice book of poetry always boosts my spirits.
Okay.
What? Are you serious? Okay, well, I bought some, but I
Boom.
definitely
That's
didn't
4.
eat them. I'd never make that kind of mistake. I just don't have them anymore. Threw them away. I need to go now.
I think he ate them. Let's just go with that for now.
The Secretive Underground Tea Drinking Society.
Yes.
I've had a few cups of dream tea in my day, but things have changed since then. Now it's all locked doors and passwords.
Okay. Passwords. We need a password. Good. He helped quite a bit. We got all 4. So that's good. We can finish that quest, but I think... Yeah, let's do that actually, since that's quite close. And we got 1 back for him.
Did you
Hi.
get them back?
I did everything I could.
Oh dear. I can't believe this. All my days as a vendor are over. I just know it. Thank you for going out there.
I think you're fine,
You can
Cam.
keep these tubers. Just don't eat them.
Why? I don't want them. Thanks. I guess, thanks. Sure. He's like, yeah, you want something toxic? Sure, here you go. I guess for tea, right? Because someone used them for potions. Alrighty. We still got a little bit. I do have poison now. Don't know what I should do with this. I do quite like this. We gotta play until like 7 PM. So why not? Let's see. That's fine. 9 more minutes, guys. 9 more minutes. We still also have the air balloon poster. Oh. I mean, here would actually be quite good, I think. Oh. So today it's music, I think. Oh, and if we stay here and watch, I think we get some inspiration. So if we go every day, we get a lot of inspiration. Nice. We have to be there, we have to do some things at night though, later on. So we won't be here every night. I guess you can check if it's something we haven't been at yet. Yeah, that would work. And then I also don't quite think this is very important. Ophira. Okay. So we had one story and one song now. Here. I like the song from the other guy better. The one who got angry because we walked like 3 steps. I was like, you're walking away already. Alrighty, you know what? Let's just end it with this. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna continue this game, I think, tomorrow. That's my goal at least, because we've already... I guess we don't have a complete deadline tomorrow actually. In the morning we do, but after that we don't. I think I have some time tomorrow. Yeah. So we'll try making it a little bit longer of a stream. So I think we can get like pretty far that day. And then we'll finish it in the weekend. I think it's pretty doable to finish this game. I'm quite liking it so far. Like, there's a lot to it. There's a lot of NPCs. We got music. We got so many, like, special things, extra content that you don't really need for the main story. And that's quite nice. I also like the commissions that they added. Those are really cool. That's just a way of getting money. I was quite getting worried about that. Like, you needed 70, 80 for a jacket, 50, 20 for a tea kettle, 20 for the kettle, and I think another 50 for like the fishing rod. So that's quite a lot. The song ended. Okay. And I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.